Hi, it's Clarissa and Courtney, Chemistry iChamps. This is just a quick user guide video to show you how to use Nearpod and hopefully get you used to using it. So to start with, if you just type Nearpod into any search engine or just go straight to nearpod.com, just click on the first link there and we'll go straight to sign in the top right corner. If you have your user account details ready, just type in the email address and the password and then sign in. So that will load you up onto the main home screen, and if we just go straight to create, we'll make a new lesson. So to start with, we're going to add in some PowerPoint slides that we've already made. We just go to the File Explorer and just click, drag and drop the presentation into the area. Just wait for that to upload and then just click OK. So that will load up all the slides into Nearpod now. So we'll add an interactive slide in between those. So just click on Add Slide and we'll start with adding web content. So if you've got a website that you wanted to add for a YouTube video, this is the way to do it. So you just type in your URL there. You can test it with the orange link there and it will bring you up onto the web page you've entered. So just close that and then just click Save. That will then add the website as an individual slide in between your slides already made. So we can just drag and drop that into the position we like, and then we'll go to add in a new one, add another slide, and we'll add an activity this time. So we'll add an open-ended question. If you just type your question into the box, you can also add an image to this. So if you wanted a picture to demonstrate something to do with the question, you've got a Google search bar there, so you can just select, or you can drag and drop if you prefer that. So that'll bring up the picture, and then you can also add some formula math symbols. They are limited though, so if you wanted more advanced ones, you can always use ASCII symbols. And then if we just save that, and then you can reposition again to wherever you'd like it. If you did want to add a slide or an interactive element straight after a specific slide, you can just right click on it, add slide, and then add the activity, and it will add whichever one you choose straight after it when you come back to the slide editor. So if we go on a quiz this time, so if you just enter the quiz title at the top, you can have multiple questions here, so students can flip through answering them in their own time. You can also add an image like we did before, or the icon next to the camera, as if you wanted to duplicate the question. So then you have to select the correct answer, as it needs to tell students whether they're right or not. And then if we wanted to add another answer, you can do, so if you've got more than 2 answers. And then if you wanted to add another question, you can do as well, and that will add it into the quiz. So and then if we just go down to the bottom, click Save, that will add it in, and there's a new slide there. And it's added it right after the one we right clicked on in the first place. So if we go to add a poll now, go on Add Activity, poll. This one you don't need the correct answer for, as there probably isn't one. And then you can add more answers, you can also add an image as we did before, but we're just going to click Save now. So the last one is to draw it. So we'll go Add Activity, select Draw. So you can add instructions there for them to draw something. You can also add a reference image if you'd like to just show them whatever they're supposed to be drawing. But if you wanted them to draw over an image, you just drag it into the box there, and it will come up with the image on their screens rather than them drawing freehand. There we go, so if we press save there, and it'll create our new slide, and we'll just drag it into the correct place. And then we can save our lesson or create in the bottom right hand corner. You can also preview it if you'd like to, that will just let you see it from a student's point of view. And then you can share it with someone if you wanted someone else to check it over quickly. Type in the lesson details, just give it a title, description if you'd like, it doesn't need one. And then if you just select the grades and the subjects, it won't let you save it without doing that. And then create. So we've got our lesson there, we'll just preview it quickly so we can see how it looks. There we go, so it brings it up there. Flick through to preview it. If you did want to start a lesson now, you'd either have live lesson in the bottom right hand corner, which would be the teacher-led version. So you control the student's pace, and it generates a pin for you to give to the students, so they can just join it there if you wanted to write it down for them or send it out somehow. If you did want to do the student version, it would be open, it would stay open until you close it, but students would have that window to complete it in their own time and just go through it at their own pace. So it'd be good for homework tasks or when they've got a bit more time. So then we've saved and previewed the lesson. If you did want to go back and edit a lesson in Nearpod, you just use the edit option in the box there. It'll bring you back to the slide editor and you just edit it in the same way that we did before. If you wanted to delete any slides, you just select it and then delete there in the top toolbar. So the reports are generated every time you run a lesson in Nearpod. To access these, we'll just go to the home screen by clicking in the top left corner and the bottom selection of reports. So it'll have the reports from every time a lesson has been run in Nearpod. Select the lesson that you're looking for, and it will have different groups data for each time it's been run. So select your session, and it will bring up a summary report there for you to look through. You can also select the different elements there just to see a more detailed response. If you did want to download the report, you can do so by clicking on the Downloads option. You can do it as a PDF or a CSV file. And you can also share the report if you wanted to email it to someone or and that's just a quick overview of what we'll be doing in Nearpod. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. We'll be around if you need any extra help. Thanks.